Rita Hayworth, Doris Fisher, Hollywood, Columbia Pictures. We've got quite a story for you this week. Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Pamela Rose. This is Wild Women of Song, great gal composers of the jazz era. I always say the woman that could be the poster child for this project is the songwriter Doris Fisher, who wrote so many hit songs, contributed so much to the American Songbook. Old movie buffs are going to love this sequence because we're going to talk about the movie Gilda and Rita Hayworth. So Doris Fisher and her songwriting partner, Alan Roberts, in the 40s had written so many hit songs that Leonard Feather called her the queen of the jukebox. She wrote hits for Louis Prima, for Pearl Bailey, for Billie Holiday, for Ella Fitzgerald, big hits. And then as she got requested to come out to Hollywood, she got a phone call from Harry Cohn, who was the head of Columbia Pictures, and asked if she wanted to come out and write for them. I should mention that Harry Cohn, who was called King Cohn, was known as something of a very difficult tyrant, very powerful, very gracious when he wanted to be, but if he didn't like something, he was known to just reduce grown men to tears. Phenomenal temper. However, she wanted to come to Hollywood. Doris wanted to come to Hollywood, and so she and Alan came on out and started their life writing for movies. It's said that when she arrived at the set, she was told that this was a vehicle for Rita Hayworth. Now, Rita Hayworth had just recently come into her own as a smoldering star. And this was going to be the very big vehicle in her studio, Columbia, that they were going to do for her. They wanted a signature song, something that would always be associated with her. Doris said that she and Alan actually, that very day they were given that assignment, went into the room, tinkered around a little bit, and came back and said, yeah, I think we've got something. They came back, they were asked to demo the song on the soundstage. She said she was sitting there with Rita Hayworth, Harry Cohn, and the film's director, King Vidor. And Doris sings the song, Put the Blame on Mame. Well, everybody loved it. Rita Hayworth said, I love it. I want to sing that. And Doris said, naturally, well, good. I think you should sing it. She went home, got back to her hotel room, collapsed. She says she woke up and the phone was ringing angrily. She could hear the tone in the phone, the telephone, that this was an angry phone call. And she picked it up, and it's Harry Cohn screaming at her, saying, Doris, what have you done? You've ruined the studio. And she said, well, Mr. Cohn, what did I do? And he says, you can't have Rita Hayworth sing. She can't sing. Now she wants to sing that song. What am I going to do? You've ruined us. They decided that they would record the song so Rita could, emote and do her fabulous dance over it, and have Doris Fisher sing the vocal for the time being. She did it a la Mae West, she said. And this apparently gave Rita such inspiration that if you see the number, it's quite extraordinary. She's doing this fabulous striptease with these long black gloves. Doris Fisher said for the next 3 months, until they finally convinced Rita to allow Anita Ellis to dub her voice in that song, Doris had to listen to her voice on that body. And she said she was so chagrined she didn't want to sing for another year. And she was a very good singer, actually. So recommended listening, of course, is Put the Blame on Mame. You might also want to check out a song that was also written for that musical, Amada Mio, which is so beautiful. If you are liking this project, please subscribe. Tell your friends about it. YouTube.com, Wild Women of Song. We'll see you next Wednesday.
Folks were putting the blame on the lady known as Lou. Story that went around, but here's the real lowdown. Put the blame on Mame, put the blame on Mame. Mame did a dance called the Hitchy Coo. That's the thing that slew my groove. Put the blame on Mame, boy.